It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Release Nnamdi Kanu to stop Southeast killings. Violence. Ozigbo tells Buhari. The news in full. The candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the upcoming Anambra governorship election has called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Valentine Ozigbo, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the Anambra governorship election, has revealed what will bring peace to the Southeast. According to him, the killings and violence in the Southeast will stop if the federal government releases the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. He said after the IPOB leader is released, the federal government should quickly find the root cause of IPOB agitation and address them accordingly. The PDP candidate added that some of the reasons for the agitation are bad leadership and governance, marginalization of the Southeast, and bad infrastructural facilities in the region. Ozigbo, however, admonished IPOB to adopt non-violent and diplomatic means of addressing the agitation for secession rather than use an approach that will lead to violence and killings. He said, indeed, Nnamdi Kanu should actually be released while we go back to the root cause for the agitation. I always focus on the root causes of problem solving. We can't be addressing a problem from the symptoms. An efficient way to address any crisis is to deal with the roots. Why the agitations? If you think deeply, you will understand that it is because Nigeria is not working. Our leaders have failed us. The sense of hopelessness brought about by poor governance pervades the land. There is a lot we need to do to get Nigeria working again. The poor road, networks, decayed infrastructure, failed social system, a devastating healthcare sector, a shrinking economy, lack of opportunities, and many manifestations of poor governance leads to the questions of, is there any need to be part of Nigeria? Anyway, as a way out of the current crisis, we need a fresh approach to leadership. Nigeria must focus on raising the competitiveness of the country, among other solutions. We must do away with nepotism and entrench competency. We must restructure Nigeria to be fairer, more competitive, and more inclusive. And these were the words of the the gubernatorial aspirant of Anambra State governorship election coming forth, saying that one of the things that can stop the agitations and killings in the southeast and the violence is by the federal government releasing the leader of the IPOB, that is Nnamdi Kanu, who is presently at the DSS facility. And remember that just of recent, a senator from that sphere of the southeastern region too had once said that DSS denied him access to see Nnamdi Kanu, and he fled up at the House of Assembly, thereby charging the DSS to court with some outlines that they denied him his right to see Nnamdi Kanu. Security issues and violence in Southeast is a disservice to the Federal Republic of Nigeria that I visited and intend to visit the defendant in my capacity as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and for purposes of attempting to ameliorate and fashion a meeting point or create a discussion table aimed at reducing tension and quelling the agitation and killings in the Southeast. That the visit is part of my oversight legislative function, which I am empowered by the Constitution of Nigeria to perform. That I state my interest in seeking to see the defendant is in the interest of national peace and security, the affidavit stated. And this is a senator, that is Ifeanyi Uba, dragging DSS to court and making a strong demand that the DSS actually stopped him from visiting Nnamdi Kanu, who is actually the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, saying that he actually wanted to see him because it was part of his legislative duty as a senator, representing his constituency, and this was guaranteed. This was guaranteed by his legal constitutions, even as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that he actually needed to even do that to make sure that he gets to the root of the insecurity going on in the southeastern region by seeing the defendant, which is Nnamdi Kanu, and asking him about the allegations that he's actually behind the horrors and mayhem going on in the southeastern part of the country. And also that he's seeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to look for a way to amicably settle everything that is going on in the southeast for the overall interest of Nigerians, and that at the DSS detention facility he was denied access to see the defendant, and meanwhile he was just going there to ensure that he provides solutions to the lingering sit-at-home orders, security issues and violence in the southeast, which is actually which the denial was actually a disservice to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that the purposes of the visit was even sacrosanct, because it was actually attempting to look for a situation where there can be a discussion table aimed at reducing tension and quelling agitations and killing in the southeast, and that the visit is part of his own legislative function as empowered by the Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria. And this is actually has been on now just because October 24th, 2021 was actually set aside for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be tried at the court of law, and very soon, that is Thursday, it would actually come to a manifestation, because even the lawyer himself, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has actually talked about this same thing that we are talking, that where Ifeanyi Ejiofor himself talked about the federal government, not attending to a lawsuit that he filed against them. They were not able to quickly defend it. They brought their defending suits, about 5 days late to that time, and the legal counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has actually said that this was actually not constitutional enough, and that it was wrong from the side of the federal government, and the Habia Court had actually ruled in the favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that this should actually happen, although because of the court being on vacation for quite a while now, they had not been able to address this situation as they ought to have addressed it. But the lawyer has said that come October 24th, 2021, it is already a victory for them, because the court has no law, they have no legal ground or any legal backing to nail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and prosecute him, to still remain in court, although they have added about 7 count charges to these charges against him, bordering about treasonable felony and also possession of illegal arms. And these are the happenings as regards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS facility, hoping that October 24, 2021 would actually bring a solution to the mayhem going on in the southeastern parts of the country. Thanks for listening.